Alright, so boom. If you're an Eminem fanboy and I made you mad in that part 1 video where I was talking about all of the songs by Eminem that I dislike, then don't worry. Your feelings won't be as hurt watching this video. This part 2 is going to be me praising Eminem and talking about all of the songs out of that 160 bunch that I do enjoy. Eminem got a lot of hits, so let's get to it. The first tier is the guilty pleasure tier. These are songs that honestly I can admit that they are bad, but I like them anyway. Like if you looked at the songs in this tier and told me like, bro, these songs are trash, like I understand why you would call them trash, like, but hey, I still enjoy them.
Turn me back up, are you insane? Trying to talk over me?
I've always liked this song for one reason. Call of Duty Black Ops 1 Zombies. If you know, you know. If you don't know, ask someone in the comments. But although I like the track, Won't Back Down has never been a good song to me, as the punchlines are lame as hell on this one.
You can't tell us nothing, our head, and we're stubborn.
I actually really love the bridge to this song. You can't tell us nothing, our head, and we're stubborn. But other than that, like this song is bad because it's lyrically all over the place. He goes back and forth from talking about how the world is a really dangerous place to live in due to terrorism attacks and stuff. And he talks about how popular and how great of a rapper he is, and he's better than other rappers. These two subjects do not transition well together on the same song. And Nowhere Fast more so comes off as, nigga, can you choose a topic and stick to one? Cause this back and forth stuff isn't working.
The way you shake it, I can't believe it. I ain't never seen a ass like that.
Ass Like That made me realize that M was doing the annoying accents thing way before the Relapse album came out. He's super obnoxious with how he talks on this song. It's for a reason since he's imitating someone else, but here's the insane part. I'm not that annoyed by it when it comes to this song. I'm actually impressed with how well his impressions are done on here. Ass Like That completes an astounding 6 songs in a row of pure garbage on this album. Puke, My First Single, Rain Man, Big Weenie, Just Lose It, and Ass Like That are all after each other on the track list, and all of those songs suck. This is why Encore is widely considered M's worst or second worst album. But out of those 6, Ass Like That is the song that I can actually tolerate. Yep, that was it for the guilty pleasure tier. Only those 3 songs. Eminem has 30 songs that I think are bad, and 27 of them I don't like at all, but I do like those 3. But this tier right here is the decent tier. These are songs that I enjoy, but I don't think they're fire. Like, I'm not gonna say that these are the best songs that Eminem has ever made or nothing like that. They're just alright songs that I rock with.
So crack a bottle, let your body waddle. Don't act like a snobby model, you just hit the lotto.
Although this chorus is hella nice, the overall song is nice to listen to. I really don't think any of the 3 people in this song necessarily killed it. Crack a Bottle is a decent track, but that's it. I don't think, oh, this song goes crazy like a lot of y'all do. Did y'all see the new music video for the song that dropped recently too? I'm sorry, but considering that M, Dre, or 50 was even in the video, that whole music video was a miss. Like, a random ass fan could have made that. Aw, look at Eminem trying to make a little love song. The hook for this track is fire, but overall, it's really Eminem and The9 doing a little soft track about how well they'll treat the ladies. The song is cool.
Just trying to buy me some time, then I remember this magic trick. Go, go, gadget dick.
I love singing the hook to this song. It's hella catchy. Why this world keeps turning round and round. But overall, this song isn't nothing too crazy. It's a humorous little storytelling song.
I'm not afraid.
It's been a ride.
Oh wow, y'all about to be on my ass for not having this in the fire tier. I never thought Eminem singing on the hook was that good, and he has several bad puns in this song. Quit playing with the scissors and shit and cut the crap. I'ma treat this roof like my daughter and raise it. I'm strong enough to go to the club and lift the liquor counter up. Yeah, I'm raising the bar. Like, he has some really ass puns in here. I definitely do like the song, but people who think Not Afraid is a top 10 Eminem track, I wouldn't go that far. If y'all was expecting this to be in the fire tier, then I'm sorry, but I think Love Game is just okay. Conveniently for me, I don't really like Kendrick Lamar's verse either, and although it sounds hella rapid fire and all over the place, I like the final verse from M. Go what you wanna, go and do what you wanna do, I don't care.
For the cracks in the road that drove me, there's no place like home.
This has always been my #1 favorite song on Revival, but that's solely because of Alicia Keys. And I mean solely because of Alicia. This is the main anti-Trump song that's on this album. He spent the whole song complaining about Trump and his administration and that he's ruining our country. I feel like M could have came with better lines because a lot of the wordplay he used on this track was really bad.
It's a broke day, but everything is okay. I'm up all night, but everything is alright.
This song doesn't have a hard-hitting feel to it. The overall atmosphere is very laid back and mellow, and it's a positive and negative. It's a nice little motivation song, but it's pretty slow too. I was very surprised that I didn't dislike this song. I've always seen Stepdad be called terrible and one of the worst songs on the album, but I think the storytelling was fine. The beat sounds like the NWO theme song. It's hella cool. This song is actually okay.
But now you're sitting in the corner crying, and now it's my fault, my fault.
My Fault is one of those songs where I'm super surprised there's never been a music video for it. Because M's acting in this song is so realistic. Like, he sold the role really well, and it makes it seem like he's really at a party taking shrooms. My Fault isn't the most appealing song in the world, but it's nice enough.
Every time I write a rhyme, these people think it's a crime to tell them what's on my mind.
I do wish the Marshall Mathers LP would have ended on a much stronger record, because although Criminal is aight, I do think it's a pretty redundant, I'm a crazy lunatic, I don't care what anybody says about me kind of song, which Eminem has already made a ton of those by that point.
Cause this is what happens when bad meets evil, and we hit the trees so we look like Vietnamese people.
Royce complimented M's style really well here. I don't think this is a fire back and forth like Guilty Conscience is with Dre, but this is a cool little collab. And I love how they say See You in Hell for the sequel, and that was actually the name of their 2011 joint album.
If I were to die murdered in cold blood tomorrow, would you feel sorrow, show love?
People never admit this, but Eminem actually did get renegaded on this song. That's right, I said it. The person that has the best verse on When the Music Stops is Con Artist, who has the third verse. I stand on this too. Since we're on the subject of Eminem and D12, I will say that My Band from their D12 album is a better song than their collabs from M's albums. My Band is better than this, it's better than Under the Influence, and it's better than One Shot, Two Shot.
1 shot, 2 shot, 3 shots, 4 shots, all I hear is gunshots. This is when the fun stuff.
I stand by what I just said. This is a really cool storytelling track, but D12 certainly have better songs together than this.
Baby, 'cause we're crazy in love.
I do get why someone would say M's non-stop flow wouldn't be that appealing to them, but I actually like his flow here. And it's helped by the heart sample, which is cool too. His verse has like a building up tension, keeping you on your toes kind of feel, and that helps the song to me.
I'm not happy here with her.
And Too Deep is a really weird song about being willing to be someone's side nigga because you really love the girl that bad. The Long John Silver Selfish line and the Open Season Keep It 100 Dear lines were absolutely horrible. I actually enjoy M singing here, but this is another basic relationship song.
I gotta tell myself.
There's 2 songs on Music to Be Murdered By that I didn't care for off my first listen, but as time went on, I enjoyed both of them, and I even put them in a video I made called 5 Songs That Grew on Me Part 2. Farewell is one of them, the other one is in the fire tier. I'll point it out when we get there.
Cause I don't ever wanna lead a game without at least saying goodbye.
The final song to this horrible album, no, I'm kidding. I think Encore is a cool little party track to end this album off with. It's not nothing crazy, but as long as it wasn't a stinker of a finale, then I'm fine with it.
It must be the ganja, it's the marijuana that's creeping up on me while I'm so high.
I really like the hook for Must Be the Ganja, and other than the beginning of the second verse, he doesn't just rhyme a bunch of nonsense together on here. M's performance on here is what he should have done on Old Time's Sake.
I can take all of you motherfuckers on it once. You want it shady, you got it.
This song would have easily been in the fire tier if it had a better hook. That, don't follow my face, don't follow my face, oh, like, I can't stand that. The diss to Tyler the Creator was hella uncalled for too. M has went on to say he regrets saying it, but nah, you knew what you was doing.
I've been down that road and now I'm back, sitting on square one.
Throughout the years, I've only ever turned on this song just to hear Eminem singing at the beginning. That very start of Eminem harmonizing I actually think sounds good. But other than that, this is a very disrespected song. I always see it get put as bottom 5 on Encore. This track is definitely better than several other tracks on that album.
But I still don't give a fuck, y'all can kiss my ass.
Am I the only one that feels that Still Don't Give a F is a way better song than Just Don't Give a F? This was always the better sounding one, and it's funny how he made a sequel to a song on the same album, and the sequel is better than the original.
I like the bitch, I like the wobble wobble. Shake it, shake it. Break it, break it. Nigga, we made it, made it.
Also, am I the only one that thinks that Young and May's verse is more enjoyable to listen to than both Eminem's verses? I'm being very serious when I say that too. I still think Eminem did a nice job, but he had many bad punchlines in here, and I actually don't blame people who think this song is a skip. I can completely understand why somebody wouldn't like this song. I enjoy the hook and the rock influence mixed with old school hip hop. It works well. But he's not rapping about anything that makes me think like, oh my gosh, Berserk is really good. People sleep on that song. Like, nah, it's just alright. I know a lot of you have heard ever since this album came out that Need Me feels like a Pink featuring Eminem song instead of the other way around. And I'm actually one of the people that agrees with that. The song is 4.5 minutes long. M has 1.5 minutes, and Pink is singing for the other 3 minutes. So this is damn near her song. You don't even hear Eminem's voice until the song is 2 minutes in. So I still like it because I love how powerful Pink is singing, but it's still just a basic relationship song.
When I was just a little baby boy, my mama used to tell me these crazy things.
This is probably the catchiest intro of any Eminem song ever. The moment you hear that, when I was just a little baby boy, like, you can't help but sing the rest of it. Although the intro is catchy and the beat and chorus are really bouncy and cool, I really don't care for the verses on this song. The 3 verses on Kill You are all misses to me. Now, here we go. The fire tier. These are the best Eminem songs of all time to me. These are top tier, top tier. Comment down below what Eminem songs you would have in your fire tier and what are your favorite Eminem songs of all time. We got a lot of songs to talk about. It's time to see why Eminem is a legend. Let's get it.
But I do know one thing, no. Bitches, they come, they go.
This is like the ultimate anti-simp song. To hear Eminem, of all people, after his issues with Kim, turn around and sing about how he'll never help a bitch through her problems and he just wants the neck. I've always liked this song. The whole vibe is funny. I love the melodies. First thing you say, I'm not phased. I hang around big stars all day. I don't see what the big deal is anyway. You're just plain old Marshall to me. I honestly think Superman is a really good song.
Cause you can be a star, no matter wherever you are. You're never too far from revenue bar.
Hands down one of the most underrated Eminem songs in his catalog. It's amazing hearing him talk about becoming successful in life is solely up to you and how much you're willing to work for it. Hearing his conversations with the 9 throughout the song makes you feel how down bad he was when he was in the slums with no money. So seeing him go from that to becoming the global superstar that he is today is literally beautiful. Never Too Far is the best song on this album. And I think Stepping Stone is hands down the best song on Kamikaze. Hearing M talk about his relationship with D12 and how he feels that he's at fault that the other members of the group didn't become huge stars and rap like he did. But at the same time, he tells them that that's not his fault because they all have their own careers to boost and they can't be riding off of the support of being his friends. Yeah, I think this is the best song on Kamikaze and I stand by that.
If I had $1 million, it wouldn't be enough cause I'd still be out robbing armored trucks.
If I Had is my favorite song on the Slim Shady LP. There's something about early Eminem songs where he's rapping about how depressed and down bad he was that makes you so proud of him that he became the success story that he is now. The background harmonies are beautiful and M was really speaking out his frustrations. This song is fire for the exact same reason as If I Had. You can honestly hear the anger and the suffrage in Eminem's voice that he was ready to get out the hood, and he meant every single word that he spit in this song.
Yeah, baby, do that dance. It's the last dance you'll ever get the chance to do.
This is one of the few horrorcore songs Eminem has that's actually very, very clever. Detailing that all of the victims he kidnaps and kills all scream and fight the exact same way. The screaming, he considers it music to his ears, which is why he calls it a song. And them flailing and kicking trying to get away from him, he considers it a dance. So it's the same song and dance for every victim that he attacks. This is hella dope. I said, yeah, baby.
Cause we came in to do this tonight. We don't wanna fight, we don't wanna, we're feeling uptight.
I love the party feel that this song has and how upbeat it is. But admittedly, this song also suffers from that trying too hard to be lyrical aspect that I mentioned with Infinite on my first video. When I stumbled upon his resolution by using the special fusion of chemical solution for this fresh illusion. Like, all of that shit makes me understand that although I like the song, I can still admit that he was pretty try hard on here.
You see, I'm just Marshall Mathers.
This was a track I didn't even know existed until like 2014. For those of you that have seen my 5 important things I've learned from rappers video, you'll know exactly why I'm saying this. But listening to this album and finding this song, I was taken aback by how enjoyable this song was and how interesting he can make the topic of talking about himself be, since he usually always talking about himself and the consequences of his fame. You would think he would run that topic into the ground, but no, Marshall Mathers is a dub.
Sing about Hollywood, sing about Hollywood, sing about.
I love this song because it shows Eminem openly expressing that although he's a super famous rapper and that he had the rap game in a chokehold, all of that stuff can easily go away if he gets in trouble with the law and goes to jail. So this whole song is a reality check for M. Like, all right, let me calm myself down and start being more reasonable with my life. Great record.
Stay away from him, he ain't no good.
A super cool storytelling song. It has 5 verses and all 5 verses are easy to follow. He's not trying too hard to be lyrical like he was throughout the rest of this album. It's simple and it makes for a nice story. Stay away from him, he ain't no good.
I don't want to admit to something. If all it's gonna cause is pain.
This is a magnificent relationship song by M. And when this song first dropped, when I watched the music video, I actually thought that this was something real that M was going through in his life. Cause he was in the video himself and using his own name. So I thought this was a true story. But yeah, shout out to Ed Sheeran, man. He did a great job on the chorus.
Am I the good guy or do I just play like him and hope that he dumps you?
This song is a million times better than Nice Guy. I don't know what the hell they was doing on Nice Guy. Good Guy is actually my favorite song released in the entire year of 2018 in general. I absolutely love this song. The sample is great and M and Jesse do a great job together this time around.
I'm just gonna stand there and watch me burn.
As legendary as this song has always been, now you get to watch her leave out the window. I guess that's why they call it window pane. Will forever be one of the worst lines of Eminem's entire career. And Eminem stans love eating that line up. Anybody who says it's trash, first thing out their mouth, you just don't get it. Man, go argue with your mama. I get the line, it's just hella corny.
I'm friends with the monster that's under my bed.
I've actually met people like in real life who said that they don't like this song. I've always thought the song was a dope interpretation of how M embraces his demons and his insane, crazed side as opposed to being opposed to it. I get that the song can be really abrasive and loud, but I like it in this case.
I was the G, the OAT once I was played in rotation at every radio station.
Premonition was a really good return to form, and it was a great way to start the Music to Be Murdered By album. This project was a surprise release too, so this being the first song you hear, I think it set the tone right.
Alright, calm down, relax, start breathing.
Fuck that shit.
This has always been one of the best back and forth songs between two artists in the history of rap. Great concept, funny lines. I'ma kill you, temper. Definitely a fire track. This may sound like a weird compliment to give a song, but one of the best things about In Your Head is that it doesn't have a third verse. A lot of Eminem songs kind of drag on. They have 3 verses and end up being 4 to 6 minutes. In Your Head is a very concise 3-minute track about his thoughts on his own career, and I think this is the most underrated song on this album.
Kinda feels like deja vu. I wanna get away from this place I do.
I love Deja Vu because this was the first song on the album where he talked about almost losing his life from drugs in a serious tone, as opposed to trying to be funny and spinning a bunch of childish rhymes about it, like the other songs on this album. Deja Vu was the song where he actually sat down and told the listener, like, all right, let me tell y'all how real this got.
But don't let them say you ain't beautiful.
It's insane that this song is even on this album because it doesn't fit at all. This is something that could have been on Recovery since it fits the more serious tone of that album. But even though it's the #1 song that doesn't fit on the album, it's also the #1 best song on the album.
Brain damage ever since the day I was born. Drugs, what they used to say I was on.
D'Angelo Bailey has some nerve to try to sue Eminem over this track. This is why you shouldn't be messing with people. You never know what the person is going to grow up to be. Brain Damage is amazing, and it's one of the songs that shows why people love this album so much.
1, 2, 3. Whee! There goes mama splashing in the water.
I can completely see why M was getting so much controversy for a song like this. A storytelling song where you killed your baby moms and having your daughter help get rid of the body? Whew! The production of this song definitely helps with the spooky topic, and it's top-notch Eminem.
I never knew I would get this big. I never knew I'd affect this kid.
This song is literally a more enjoyable version of Role Model. M spends the entire song pointing fingers at the parents who still claim that his music negatively impacts kids, and he just jokingly talks about how he didn't think he would be so popular and so influential with his music. Some of you may say, how can you like Who Knew but not Role Model even though they're about the same thing? Who Knew just sounds better to me. That's pretty much it.
Fine without you, and if I stumble.
Oh my gosh. I have a newfound respect for this song. For the past several years, I've always thought this song was ass. But this song hit different when I was listening to it for this video. I was like, hold on. Even though his singing still isn't the best, like this song is very powerful. And I was actually enjoying it. Like, goddamn. You guys do not understand how surprised I am that this song is in the fire tier. My opinion on Stronger Than I Was is insanely different now, and I actually think it's a good song. The first verse of this song is hands down one of the best Eminem verses of all time. The whole song is great, but I definitely recommend listening to what he said on the first verse if you want to hear greatness. Cinderella man, Cinderella man, Cinderella man, Cinderella man. M's performance on this song is okay. What helps it in the fire tier is Kobe's vocals and the production. That Cinderella man is hella catchy.
I am whatever you say I am. If I wasn't, then why would I say I am?
Eminem was justified in every ounce of anger he had on this song. He spoke for every celebrity when he was talking about entitled fans. There are people who truly believe that if you're a celebrity, that you should always be in a good mood and fulfill every single fan's desires. If it wasn't for us, you wouldn't be where you are today. Like, even if that's true, that don't mean you can just walk into a celebrity's house and sit at their dinner table and then get mad that they don't give you a plate. Like, this song is incredible.
So let's get down to business. I don't got no time to play around. What is this?
This is a much better superhero themed track than Gatman and Robin with 50 Cent. The songs aren't necessarily about the same thing. Gatman and Robin is about dealing with beef, and Business is about saving the rap world from danger. But since they both use the gimmick of two people being Batman and Robin, I would definitely recommend Business as the better song.
I'll never love again the way I loved you.
Do y'all remember when I was talking about Farewell and I said that there were two songs from this album that grew on me? Never Love Again is the second song that I was talking about. When I very first heard it, I dismissed it as another relationship song. But when I actually sat down and listened to it, I peeped the double entendre of him talking about drugs. And I was like, oh yeah, this is a great song.
I saw some trouble everywhere that I go. Ask the bouncers in the club cause they know.
Such a clean ass collaboration between these five guys. Eminem fit in perfectly with the West Coast vibe created with this track, especially when he imitated Snoop's flow at the end of his verse. Great track, and R.I.P. Nate Dogg.
No matter how many battles I've been in, no matter how many magazines on my nuts.
Speaking of Nate Dogg, I've always felt this was a really underrated Eminem verse. Not because he has any insane internal rhymes like some of you nerds be wanting to hear, but based on what he's actually saying. Saying that Dre be having to calm him down from going at other rappers on wax. And him saying that he knows that people be having to spin his records back hella times to catch all the bars that he be saying. Never Enough is really slept on. Speaking of Nate Dogg, this is an iconic M record that was helped by his contribution. This was a pure example of Eminem being hungry in his early days and saying that he will only ever stop rapping when he feels that he ain't got it in him no more. 20 years later and he's still releasing projects. So, hey, he believes that he still got it in him.
I said I'm sorry, mama. I never meant to hurt you.
M has said a few times that he absolutely hates this song now. He said it in the song Headlights that he would hear the song on the radio and instantly cringe, and he doesn't even like performing it at concerts anymore. But just because he came out over 10 years later and apologized to his mom doesn't mean that this isn't a good record.
Mom, I know he's not around.
Very beautiful song. An apology song to his mom could have easily came off like, man, nah, You was a grown ass man when you made them angry songs about her. Don't try to act like you innocent now. You knew what you was doing. But that's actually not the case, and he sounded very sincere with his apology on Headlights.
I'm leaving heaven.
Eminem has always talked trash about his dad throughout his career, but now that his father has actually died, Eminem just goes off for the third verse and the outro of this song, saying that he didn't cry when he heard that his dad died and that he doesn't even in the slightest bit care that his father is gone. Even going as far to say that he can't wait till he sees his dad in hell so he can beat his ass while he's down there with him. Leaving Heaven is a really chilling song to listen to.
I've been feeling so alone and like I'm so lost.
I don't listen to Don Toliver at all, so I didn't know he can sound this beautiful on a track like this. And no, I'm not saying pause on that. Don Toliver really added on to Eminem's nice verses and made this a really great song.
I don't wanna be alone in the darkness. I don't wanna be alone.
This is one of the greatest double meaning songs like of all time. I shouldn't be surprised that he's capable of making songs like this because it's Eminem. Like, come on now. But listening to Darkness is a great experience, and it makes you go like, wow, Eminem, that was an incredible idea for a song.
Living in this world without you.
This song has always been insane. It's disturbing, it's over the top, but that's what makes it interesting to listen to. This is not saying that any song that's disturbing or over the top is automatically fire, but Kim has a great way of showing Eminem's demented mind when it comes to someone he loves hurting his feelings. It's not an easy song to digest, but it is a good one.
Great dad, but a bad husband.
This has got to be one of the most overhated songs of this man's entire career. I have seen people flame the fuck out of this song, saying the production was bad and the ex-ambassador's feature was bad. I think both of those things were good, plus the subject matter is amazing. M is saying that when it comes to his kids, no, he's ride or die and he will do anything in the world to make sure that they're good. But when it came to being a husband to Kim, he was just such a horrible person to her for years and years. I've always thought this song was amazing.
So let's go back, follow the yellow brick road as we go on another episode.
I had never heard about the track Foolish Pride and the whole Eminem being racist against black women thing, so Yellow Brick Road caught me off guard, especially that third verse. But I love this track for Eminem talking about his memories growing up in Michigan.
Come along, follow me as I lead through the darkness.
This is a political Eminem song that actually does work in my opinion. I'm not going to say my shit's super slept on or anything, but when it comes to whether hearing Eminem disrespect Donald Trump in his 2017 songs or disrespecting George Bush on this, I'd rather hear some George Bush slander. I love the end of this music video. Just the shot of him and his gang on top of the roof overlooking the city and then him going to see his childhood home was always really cool to me. There's a few corny lines, but the entire survival of the fittest mindset that he has with the rap game is pretty dope on here.
There's no guarantee, it's not up to me, we can only see.
It's so great hearing Eminem talk to us about his insecurities growing up and thinking that it was something wrong with him because of how others treated him. But looking to where he is now as an adult, he's glad that he was different. And he tells other kids that you should be proud if you're not like other people. The legacy is dope.
'Cause I'm terrified to let you down.
I don't understand why this song got the slander that it did when it came out. The first single from his new album after another 4-year wait, people were saying that it was okay or it just flat out sucked. I don't know what y'all talking about. Walk on Water is a great song, and I would have never thought that Eminem and Beyonce would even make a song together. But they did, and it turned out amazing.
Sourpuss gonna get mad just cause his album sucks and now he wants to take it out on us.
The only thing I want to point out in The Ringer is that this man really tried to defend Revival to his life's content. Talking about, y'all just didn't get it, and it flew over y'all head. No, bro, no, that's not the case for everybody. Eminem fans and Eminem him damn self need to understand that it is possible for someone to understand your lyrics and still think that they're not good. Y'all be so quick to respond, maybe you just didn't get it. Like, I hate that. The Ringer is a good song though.
Seduction, seduce, ain't nobody who's as good at what I do.
This song and 25 to Life are like the flagship songs that people point to and go, oh, it's a double meaning song. He's rapping about a girl, but that girl is actually hip hop. Yes, that's what this song is, and it's indeed fire.
Too late for the other side.
Exactly like I just said, Seduction and 25 to Life are pretty much the same song, and they're fire for the same reasons. They're both really good double meaning songs.
It's a little too late to say that you're sorry now. You kicked me when I was down.
Amazing collab between Weezy and Marshall. I don't even have to explain. The only thing I'm gonna say here is that I've never listened to their other song, Drop the World. Yep, that's right, I've never listened to it. So for those of you who think Drop the World is better than No Love, hey, I can't speak on that because I wouldn't know.
Before you're in love is evil. Spell it backwards, I'll show you.
I've always thought the chorus to Spacebound was sung by a woman. I did not find out until I was working on this video that the person who sings the chorus is a grown-ass man. It's a British songwriter named Steve McEwen who performs it. And I went like, oh, wow, I'm sorry. Steve isn't credited as a feature for some reason, but whatever. This is a good love song by M either way.
Look, I was going to go easy on you, not to hurt your feelings.
The infamous song, this is the one, this is the one. Rap God started a whole wave of rappers who just wanted to rap really, really fast and they thought it was impressive. It also started a whole wave of criticism to this day of people who say being able to rap fast doesn't mean a damn thing if you're not saying anything impressive. Rap God is without question an influential song, and although the first verse is pretty weak, people who say this song is trash are flat out tripping. It ain't anything close to trash.
I heard a voice in my head that said kill. I had no other choice that was left except fail.
I don't care for Slaughterhouse really. I don't listen to any of them schmucks, but I Will was definitely a fire track, and it was a nice posse cut to end this album.
Now this looks like a job for me, so everybody just follow me.
It was very smart for M to release this as the lead single for the Eminem Show, addressing that the rap game wasn't the same while he was in between albums, and that the only person that can stir up the pot and get people talking again was him, was a clever thing to make a song about. I don't blame anybody who has this as a top 5 Eminem song. Sing for the Moment really spoke to a lot of people's hearts about why music is so important from a society standpoint, political standpoint, but most importantly, from an emotional standpoint. Music has always had the ability to put you in a particular mood that nothing else can put you in. And M understands that people, mostly kids, just want to listen to something that makes them feel better if they're in a dark space. That's why Sing for the Moment is such a phenomenal song.
It all makes sense when I look into her eyes.
Haley's song and Mockingbird, I'm going to talk about them back to back because they are pretty much the same song. A serious, emotional song about how much his daughter Haley means to him. He can't miss when he's making a song about Haley.
And if you ask me to, Daddy's gonna buy you a Mockingbird. I'm gonna give you the word.
Now, I will honestly admit, I completely understand why somebody will say Mockingbird is an overrated song. Eminem's flow on this song is weak at times, and Eminem can't sing worth a damn. Mockingbird is a fire song solely because of its lyrical content. Even though the flow and singing is not that good, people give this song a pass because of how emotionally meaningful it is. And yes, I'm one of those people. I honestly do understand why someone would say the song is overrated.
But I just keep on going through changes.
Emotionally, this is not only the most powerful song on this album, it's a top 10, one of the most emotionally powerful songs Eminem has made in general. Going Through Changes is on the level of like When I'm Gone and Like Toy Soldiers. And I think it's actually an underappreciated record.
I just want you to know that I ain't scared. Whatever it takes to race, I'm prepared.
I think pretty much anybody will tell you that Castle and the Rose are the best 2 songs on this album.
God, why did you take him? I'm trying to keep his legacy alive, but I'm dying.
And the reason for that is that it's a deep and creatively written song of how Eminem regrets telling the world about Haley, how he should have stopped bringing her up in songs when he had the chance, and of course how bad he feels for almost losing his life back in the mid-2000s, which would have caused Haley to live the rest of her life without her father. I have never in my life heard someone say that Castle or Rose are bad songs, and if you do think they're bad, there's got to be something wrong with you. One of the greatest rap songs of all time. You know it and I know it. I don't have to explain. Magnificent song.
I just hate to be the bad guy.
And this was a magnificent sequel to Stan. The 4th verse of this song is hands down one of the greatest verses M has ever spit. Hearing M be vulnerable like that is incredible. This track is 7 minutes long and every second of it deserves all the praise that it gets. This song is beautiful, and me personally, I think this is the best Eminem song of all time, along with When I'm Gone. I got these two songs over Lose Yourself, over Stand, all of them. Like Toy Soldiers is incredible. If you've never sat down and actually paid attention to the lyrics of Like Toy Soldiers, then what the hell is wrong with you?
Yo, you want the Slim Shadys are just imitating, so won't the real Slim Shady please stand up?
This is a classic Eminem song that's never grown off of me. I've loved the real Slim Shady ever since I first heard it, and I still love it just as much. The ending of the third verse going into the chorus is so damn hype to me. And be proud to be out of your mind and out of control. Now one more time, loud as you can. How does it go?
Alto, alto.